And action. Hey guys.
Welcome back.
I'm Nina.
I'm Mo.
And this is
JustCuz.
Episode
5.
5. And we're here. How was your day?
Pleasant.
It looked like you had a pleasant day.
I went into my wealthy luxury bag and I just experienced life on a simple level. I feel like being able to go out and do like luxury things for yourself shouldn't be luxury. It should be the norm.
Mm-hmm.
So I went out and enjoyed my own company. And I ate and I drank and then I came home and took a nap.
That sounds like a beautiful day. Today was a really good day to do that. I feel like whenever it's sunny and like semi-warm outside,
Right. It wasn't nowhere near warm.
Oh, it looked like
It's kind of cold.
It was cold.
But it was a pretty day and
Yeah.
I had to enjoy it because we don't get sunlight no more. Like every day has either been raining or cloudy. And they're playing with the weather machines to kick in our seasonal depression. They want us depressed, they want us sad, they want us off of work, they want us poor. And I just couldn't do it. And I'm not doing it. Are these new glasses?
This week on Conspiracy Theories with Marnie.
I know, I was gonna make a title like about conspiracy theories.
No, these I've had for like a month. These were the ones I was like, I'm about to order on you.
Oh yeah, so I was about to get a pair and I was like, I'm about to shit on her. And then I put them in my cart and everything and I just didn't get them.
Oh, look at that.
But I got something for you. Don't worry.
I am ready to go glasses shopping again. I've been really pulled towards like navy blues as of late. Like I'm like rocking with navy blues and like forest and olive greens. Like I don't know what's happening
The
there.
seasonal depression.
No, but they make me happy. Like I'm not sad.
Have you ever dissected a movie?
Possibly.
Totally off subject. But
Yeah.
I was in a film class and we had to like take apart our favorite movie.
Yeah.
What's your favorite movie?
Probably Harlem Nights.
That's different. For your age.
What's your favorite movie?
Forrest Gump.
I've never seen Forrest Gump all the way through. We've talked about this. I've never seen Forrest Gump all the way through.
Because you like catch it when it's on TV and it's like.
No, I've never sat and even watched it when it came on TV. I just know of it because it's so popular with everyone else. And I
Is
know
there a reason you're not
Jenna
watching it?
likes like a box of chocolates and about shrimp. That's it.
Why are you not watching it?
I've never been interested.
It's on Netflix.
So I should watch it.
It's pretty long, but it's pretty good. But when I dissected it, like it kind of comes off as like a comedy, but it's meant to be a sad film. And in every single scene, there's either the color blue
Mm-hmm.
or his friend blue.
Oh,
But blue is in every single scene because it's meant to be a sad film.
that's so interesting that how like a writer or I guess the writer in this case, because they purposely made
Yeah.
sure that blue was in every scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that has nothing to do with nothing. And that has, you don't have a problem, right? You have no problems?
But that does kind of talk about creativity. I have a question I want to ask you. Do you think everyone is a creative?
Okay. I can see it.
So like you're like either way, possibly it could be.
Yeah.
All right. So I started off feeling one way, and when I was working through the process inside of my mind, I felt completely different. So Judy got this book, The Creative Act, A Way of Being by Rick Rubin. And I guess it's supposed to help you really tap into your creative brain, right?
Mhm.
And so the very first chapter is called Everyone is a Creator, right? And he was saying those who do not engage in traditional arts might be weary of calling themselves artists. They might perceive creativity as something extraordinary or beyond their capabilities, a calling for a special few who are born with these gifts. Fortunately, that is not the case. Creativity is not a rare ability. It is not difficult to access. Creativity is a fundamental aspect of being human. It's our birthright and it's for all of us.
So do you want to know why I said yeah?
Okay, go ahead.
Because people create scenarios in their head.
Okay.
So it makes you a creator.
Okay, that makes sense to me. I was like, no, like just off top. I just feel like being I think people are just assigning these different roles to themselves, or they're just assigning these different traits of themselves, which is kind of like, yes, you have to believe it or others won't, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like everyone is a creative. I think being a creative requires just imagination and like being able to create something out of nothing, or taking something that is already given to us, like adding to it to make it new, make it different, make it better. In this first chapter, he was saying, oh, like everyone's a creative because if you find a new way home to like avoid traffic, that is creative. If you rearrange furniture inside of your room, that's being a creative. I'm like, that's just problem solving for me.
I see both ends of the spectrum because you find a new way home, that's being a creator, but at the same time, you can't do anything that hasn't been done before. Mm-hmm. But so then is no one a creator? Everything you do has been done before, but then people create all the time. Like if you make a struggle meal, your struggle meal don't look like my struggle meal. We can take the exact same thing and create two totally different meals.
Yeah, that's true.
So do you need like a tangible piece of something or a visual in order for you to call it creativity?
Maybe, but so once I started breaking down in my head, I'm like, this is the whole reason why he's writing the book, right? Because a lot of us have this very this traditional quote unquote idea of what creativity is, such as being an artist, a painter, a singer, being able to act. Like we think that this is being
a talent.
Like an actual talent. But I think being a creative is what he's ultimately saying is just like a way of thinking.
Yeah.
So I initially wouldn't say that I'm a creative. I think you're more of a creative than I am. But I think his aim of this book is like, hey, you have these different thoughts too, right? But these are just ways you can start to water that seed so that you can actually step into being a creative.
It's just really odd for me that people see me as creative in any way, because a lot of people have been like, no, you're so creative, you come up with stuff so easy. I'm like, who told y'all that? I don't know.
You and your ideas told us that. Your brain just branches out. For instance, so when we were doing the book club night and we started making cootie catchers, immediately you were like, oh, we could do a 2022 version versus colors. We can do signs. We can do deep questions. I was like, get your ass down here and fucking make it. But no one else's brain went into those different branches like that. I think that's being a creative.
That's good and bad for me though, because just like I create like that, I create mentally more than anything. In my mind, I've created the world twice over.
Twice over.
But that's kind of scary.
I think it is true. Why?
Because a bitch that's creative, she can go different places and you might not want to go there.
I thought we were in this room.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Right.
It's getting way too deep.
But yeah.
That kind of went with, okay, so I felt like I need some form of journalism in order to be a podcaster, an effective podcaster. I need a course or something. But there's no better teacher than real life. So I feel like maybe I can practice interviewing you so that people can know you, because there was no formal introduction. It was just like, hey, this me. So.
Okay. This is interesting.
And that's funny because one of the first questions said, what's the most interesting thing you've read lately?
Most interesting thing I've read lately.
Are you reading that, or you just read that first page?
I just read that first page because I wanted to see. I don't know, I might. But here's the thing, I have a problem with self-help books. We could talk about that later.
No, we can talk about that right now.
Okay, so self-help books, maybe I should read them because it could make me better in some way. But I just feel like when I try to read a self-help book, you're basically saying the same thing to me in 200 pages. You're just finding different ways of saying the exact same thing. And you're telling me shit that I already know. I'm just not actually doing it. Okay. Right? So it's I would much rather a novel, even though the characters are fictional and the shit's wild, there are still themes in there that can teach you and that make you consider different perspectives. So I would much rather find a gem in that versus trying to get through a self-help book.
I think that's because you have self-proclaimed that you live in La La Land, so you want something that's not real. And meanwhile, I feel like self-help books are my reassurance.
Okay.
So that's why I read them and I get through them. I'm like, yes.
I was saying this the whole time.
Amen. Like, self-helps are my Bible. So, yeah.
But I also have friends like you that will read them and give.
Yeah, so you don't need to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, that you have to be resourceful, creative.
Yeah,
how I obtain
exactly.
information.
Each one teach one. We here for each other. Okay, so, I had an Atlanta question because you are born and raised Metro Atlanta. Is that a different Atlanta or is it the same?
Okay, so of course we want to say no, like it's Atlanta, duh. But because in theory, the whole Metro Atlanta perimeter, I would say, equates in that, and we managed to meet that quota or meet those standards.
If you in Atlanta, you know us and where we are. But I'm so happy to not really be Atlanta because Atlanta's kind of ghetto. It's very ghetto.
I wouldn't say it's ghetto, but like Gwinnett is different, and everybody knows that it's different. And I know that my experience was different from somebody who may have grown up in Atlanta, and like.
Yeah, I leave my door unlocked. Like I'm coming.
No, she doesn't. She does not keep her doors unlocked. You have security.
I'm gonna shoot first. Okay. So what's your experience? Or no, that's not it. What is your favorite part about living in Atlanta?
The best thing about Atlanta is that we are genuinely a melting pot. Like anything you want to do, we have it. We have hipsters, we have upscale, we have bougie, we have like an international. Pleasant Hill is like Little Asia. You know what I'm saying? Like we have all these different places that we can visit and experience for whatever vibe you're on. And I don't know if this is like the thing with the whole city, but I feel like there's a certain thing that we have where like we can not code switch, but we can mix and mingle inside of any room. Like
You feel like everybody can do that?
I feel like most of us can.
Gwinnett.
Okay, I think
Not even all of us in Gwinnett.
I think Atlanta will match energy. Like if it's on some cool vibey shit, like we're on that. But if you want to be on some rah-rah, we can be on that too. Like we just match energy.
So what's your least favorite part about Atlanta?
The traffic and like I think because we are a melting pot and so many people want to move here, it's gonna change the dynamic and the energy a little bit. A lot
To
of
what?
it. To not Atlanta. Atlanta's supposed to be like Southern hospitality and like
That hasn't been like that since
I
Picnic.
feel like not necessarily. I think if you really meet somebody from the city, like they're gonna show hospitality in some way. It may not be a traditional come on over, you want a glass of tea? Like it's not gonna be that, but they're gonna show love in some way.
You don't think it'll still be that? It'll still be that and it'll be rah-rah at the same time. I think both things can be true together.
Maybe, we'll see.
Because Atlanta been like, I thought Atlanta been, I guess we just got to first 48, huh? Because that's New York.
Oh my God, I was looking at the camera, oh, turn off. Is it time?
Hi. Are there any upcoming events you're planning on going to?
So tomorrow I have a book club brunch. After book club brunch, I have karaoke night with Ariel. And then your birthday is coming up. Ooh, your birthday.
People say celebrating your birthday is what ages you.
No, I think that anytime you make it another lap around the sun, it should be celebrated. Like that's amazing. And I don't think it ages you. I think being happy and laughing and having a good time is what keeps you young. I'm not about to be like, bah humbug, I don't want to celebrate my birthday. No, we celebrating.
What if we just like chill though?
That's fine, but we're still acknowledging that today is about you. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be anything super extravagant, but like just something that's dedicated to this is about you.
What would be like the perfect celebration or a birthday party?
I don't know. I would want all of my friends and all of my family to like get get together, and I just want like a lot of food, and I want music. I want a space table over there. I still want to be able to smoke hookah. I want the young folks dancing with the old folks. I just want it to be like just an old school.
Do you want to be involved in the planning or surprise?
I would like to know what's happening. Maybe ask me what I want to eat there, you know. But like as far as like being really involved, no. But I would like to know about it.
Okay. What does the perfect vacation look like?
A beach, whatever that may be, and
Somebody said Atlanta would be perfect if it had a beach.
maybe. And like
I feel like it'll be worse.
Think it'll be worse? Why?
Yeah.
Because it'll just be more.
Because why would you not be here? Like I purposely don't go out in the city like during major events when I should be there.
No.
Like when it's fun to be there, you can't be there because everybody's there that don't know what they're doing, where they're going.
Yeah.
It is a mess.
It is a mess.
So you don't get to enjoy like what it could be. So I feel like if there was a beach as a resident, that would irritate me. I would be one of those old people like, stay off our lawn.
Get off our land. I kind of want to. I battle with like I might want to move to Florida. If I'm staying in the States, I might want to go to Florida. I'll
They have
Florida before I
no
go to
state
California.
tax.
Yeah, and I love that.
But I feel like Florida's too like sunshine.
I want all this.
I want a little bit of rain.
It rains.
I want like a cabin, mountain-ish feel,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want that. Like I don't want to be tucked away. Like I need to be able to get where I gotta go.
Definitely not somewhere I would stay as like a primary residence for sure. But like just to have one in the tech whenever I feel like I need to just kind of escape and get to some peace and some calm, for sure.
So, not to live, but like as you vacation, what other place reminds you, or does anywhere remind you of Atlanta?
Not that I've been, not yet. I like Wynwood, but I wouldn't say that it's Atlanta. But nothing reminds me of home.
So nothing is like Atlanta for sure. There's a lot of places that are like other places, but I want to say it's not though. But the only time I've had more fun anywhere else than Atlanta was in Vegas, but it wasn't like the whole Vegas experience. It was just Dre's nightclub in Vegas. It was that night, one night only, but no, the whole Vegas experience that trip, because we just kept doing shit. It was like back to back to back shit.
But if it's only one night only, we have to do shit back to back to back to back. We gotta get, and that was where you got your owl tattoo, right?
That wasn't that time.
Oh, okay.
This was another time, but yeah, I'm trying to dedicate this side of my body to other states, places, countries.
Okay.
That's Vegas. That's Texas. That's New York.
Nice. Okay. So where do you want to get a tattoo next?
I don't really want any more tattoos over here. I'm getting this next weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm getting more fingers.
Ooh. I want a whole fucking hand situation. I want this whole arm.
I'm scared of my whole hand.
That's
a little ignorant.
That's ignorant.
But it's okay because it works for your complexion. Do you know how many tattoos you have?
No. I counted the other day and I forgot.
I always count and I miscount and I be like, oh yeah, but it's in the realm of 20 something.
Definitely in the 20s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what your next tattoo is?
I don't actually. I know I want to feel this hand.
So whole sleeve.
So I have my taco hand here. I feel like the tequila hand should go on like the other side. Taco
Only
tequila is only the hand. And I kind of want some kind of plant action happening here.
That would make sense.
You know?
Colorful or just green?
I think I want color. Yeah, colorful. My arm's pretty colorful. So yeah.
Are you gonna connect them all?
Yep.
Why did you come here tonight? What's a fact about you that's not on the internet?
It's not on the internet. A fact about me. I put it all on the internet. That's wild.
That's that's how I feel.
I don't know, y'all. I mean, I've shared it once or twice. I'm
It's
sure.
documented.
It's documented somewhere.
Yeah, go press play. Subscribe. What do you have other channels?
No, just my personal page at Nina Soul 2 Eyes for the Nina. That's it.
TikTok.
Nina Soul as well, 2 Eyes.
We gotta make a Facebook.
Yeah, we do. Facebook we showing love on the low.
Facebook is all the views. Okay, so
That's okay. Country Wayne first got.
I know.
Tabitha Brown too. Tabitha Brown.
So tell me about her. I don't know much about her.
So she's just lovely, man. She's I think she's originally from North Carolina, from one of the Carolinas, I think. But either way, like she has like this really like warm, like Southern auntie voice.
Where is she from?
I think I
didn't hear none of that.
At all, but it's fine. I struggle with comprehension as well. But so how I found her is she was doing cooking lives, and she's a vegan, so she would do all these different vegan recipes.
That's the lady that made the goddamn carrot bacon.
Yes, this is her. Yes. But she's also very, very spiritual, and she's God body. So like in between the cooking, she'll also drop like little videos to like inspire or to just share love, and like everybody just falls in love with her. But she's amazing. Mm-hmm. But she just released like she's partnered with Target now, so she had like dips out and chips and like clothing and cups and all types of stuff. So it's just really awesome to see her win like this because she's such a good person.
Does she have kids?
Yep, she has.
That's so
yeah,
good.
she has.
See your mom do that.
Yeah. She's awesome.
So, did you ever on TikTok see the pink sauce lady?
No, but I've heard about something going on with her.
So she was making sauce. I don't know what the hell it was, but she was making sauce and sending it. But you know she's making it in her house, so it's not packaged properly,
right?
And it's traveling bacon in the sun for weeks at a time, and people are getting sick to their stomach, so they all cancel her.
Right.
Her shit is in Walmart now.
That's fire. Talk about a bounce back. But also, y'all know she's making it inside of her kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like something. I think
comes with it.
It comes with it. I think the pandemic definitely gave us a lot of entrepreneurs and people tapping into their talents and creativity. Mm-hmm. And but some of the shit, like you didn't have to necessarily order online. A candle, yes.
They was ordering like whole meals.
Yeah, whole meals, and like she's not set up for that. But shout out to y'all for supporting, for sure. Like that's awesome. Cause
that was her downfall and her come up at the exact same. Look how God can turn your whole thing around. Amen.
Mm-hmm, amen.
That's all I have that relates. What's some unrelatable shit you've seen, heard, witnessed, thought about? Oh, sorry.
I started watching a telenovela. My mom got me on La Reina de la Sur, which is basically Queen of the South, but it's the like Mexican version.
How old is it?
It is a telenovela version. I don't know how old it is, but son, one season had like 60 episodes. That's what I'm talking about.
That.
Give me double-digit episodes. I'm so sick of these 8 and 9s. And then like you're rushing
full hour.
It'll be a full hour, and then like towards the end, like you're rushing to basically wrap everything up. No, you should have gave us 60 episodes.
Yeah, we got time. How do we fast forward like 6 months? Like no.
Also, I need Netflix to start with this like new episode every Friday thing. I have a streaming service so that I don't have to wait to see things.
Do that?
There's certain shows on there where it only gives you like one new episode every week.
Is it Netflix shows or other people's shows?
Netflix shows.
It still should be like that.
It still should be like that.
Yeah, Netflix dropped that. I thought.
I am realizing that I'm also going to be like the fucking old auntie that doesn't accept change. And I'm trying to not be that way, but certain things, if it's
unheard of. Like, no.
Just certain things, leave it alone.
You got too many rules every day, but that's the point. I was just talking to somebody about this because they don't want us to own anything. They want us to forever pay subscriptions. Like we used to actually buy movies and we had them and we could watch them whenever we want to.
Yeah.
Versus now you have to rent a movie. You don't own no movies no more.
So I know that now I'm gonna have to change my view of what a library looks like, because I remember like going over my Uncle House, he would have like rows and rows of DVD, just movies,
For
games,
weeks.
just whole rows of stuff, and that's what a library looks like. But now it's the actual, you have to download, you have to purchase it. It's virtual library.
You gotta have storage.
You have to have storage, and storage fills up,
and then they take your storage away,
and then you gotta upgrade to another.
That's insane.
We're locked in, bro.
Yeah, I
Locked
like
in.
it.
Yeah, it's terrible. But there are some movies I was like, I want to purchase this so I have access to it if they do decide to take it off the streaming services.
What movies?
More like shows. So I would do the Game of Thrones, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I would do Black as Fuck. And all my like white humor classics, like I would do A Due Date. I would do I Love You Man. I would do a couple of Adam Sandler flicks. I don't know. But I don't see that being a priority right now.
Yeah.
But I should start thinking about it. Because I did say I want to start like purchasing the hat.
The only thing I ever had was, I think, Dexter.
I haven't seen that. You told me to watch it.
Yeah, you gotta watch Dexter. But I had Dexter from beginning to end every season. What happened to that? I lost that way before the fire. I don't know where that went. I probably threw it out because who has a DVD player?
You don't have a DVD player, but you have Xboxes and PlayStation.
Yeah. Oh, so you watch them on there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, I'm not even going through the trouble.
Yeah.
I'm lazy. I don't go through the trouble for nothing. Like,
That's my problem. That's why I'm not a creative to bring it back to that. I'm very much like,
you go through the trouble. You're very creative.
if it's but I like go in spurts. Like I go hard for like a couple weeks or a month. I'm like, okay, I think I'm done with that. Because once it gets time where I gotta like learn more and dig in deeper, I'm like, I guess what's it to
Yeah.
do.
I feel it.
Yeah, so I don't want to be that way anymore, so I'm not gonna be.
I'm just too lazy. Like, if I have a point to prove, I'll prove my point. But for the most part, I don't care. Like, I just don't care enough. That's why I don't go hard for people, because I don't care. That's so bad. I need to go talk to the lady about that.
I like how you always refer to her as that lady. We know it's something. Or we mean.
Because, have you ever had somebody? Have you ever, like, broke up with somebody or had a falling out with somebody and they be like, oh, I'm going to go talk to the lady?
No. Never.
That means they gonna get help. Like, I'm gonna go talk to the lady, like I know. Like,
Well, I'm happy that you're making healthy mental health choices.
you gotta take care of your mental. You work out everything else. Like, maybe you need a trainer for your body. Maybe you need a trainer for your mind, because maybe your way of thinking is correct. I don't know. Stupid.
Y'all, let's go all over there. Not the problem. I'm
Like,
no.
I
just did that to pass my news, but I'm right.
I was trying, like, no, I'm not true. It wasn't even me. It was my higher self. Like, no, absolutely not you. You were put here. It revolves around me. So, but still, it's nice to hear somebody come at me from an unbiased opinion. Like, you don't love me, you don't hate me. Like, I can listen to you.
I think that cold hard truth is scary, and that's why a lot of people won't do therapy. Because like
they don't want to know.
Yeah, they don't want to know. I would rather just live here.
Like, that bitch was right. Yeah, nobody wants it. That's how they know it's a problem. Like, I just don't need the confirmation.
I watched a movie the other day, Our Idiot Brother. Did you see that?
I feel like I've heard of it.
With Paul Rudd, the girl from New Girl. This is like a lot of.
Juno is a movie I would get.
Ooh, I never seen that either.
Oh my god, what were you watching? How do we have different childhoods?
I watched Superbad. I watched Pineapple Express.
And then your top 5 movies growing up.
Okay, Harlem Nights, Coming to America, Black Snake Moan.
Are these in order?
No,
Okay.
every Friday, but I'm more partial to Friday After Next.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I think that's it. Maybe Selena. No, maybe Selena.
That's the first movie I cried to.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
First movie I cried on was Lion King. I was crying at movies as a child, like as a kid.
That's very emotional of you. The first thing I saw in theaters was I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Next Friday was the first. first. No, that was the first one. I'm sure it wasn't.
Okay, so not that anyone asked, but my okay, 2 truths and a lie.
Do it.
I love cancers. I hate Capricorns. I love Pisces.
Hate Capricorn.
It's a lie.
Okay.
But it's not that I love Pisces. My kid is a Pisces. So.
Yeah. You got to.
And
I've never heard you saying anything bad about Pisces either.
No, they're just emotional.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I would never. But a lot of people hate Capricorns, and I don't get it.
I don't think that we hate them per se, but it's like they're just difficult sometimes. But it's like you know exactly what you're signing up for, so it's like you're complaining for no reason. I think we're just like acknowledging the fact of like we're tough individuals, so we can
What's 2 signs that you think get a bad rep that don't deserve it?
Bad rap. They all deserve everything they got coming. Like all of it. I think Aries because I'm tired of being attacked. You guys call us liars and self-absorbed and all these other things, and that's not the case at all. So Aries. And then maybe like, not that it's a bad rep, but like I don't know what the obsession is about Scorpios. Like Scorpios I feel like always gets put on this pedestal. No shade, but like
I feel like people don't like Scorpios.
I don't know. I just feel like they're always like, that's like, ooh, she's Scorpio.
So I think the ones that don't deserve a bad rep is Geminis. Number
Okay.
1. Everybody hates Geminis, and I don't get it.
They said, yeah.
And number 2 is Sagittarius. How do you say it? Sagittarius?
Sagittarius.
Terrorist.
Sagittarius.
But they're terrorists.
I have a child.
They
that's a
can be.
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius, I get where that comes from,
Yeah.
but they don't bother me. Like,
Yeah.
they just wild. They're funny though. Because they will be extreme, but like one's never been extreme with me, so it don't bother me none.
Jade isn't so much extreme as she is like I genuinely don't care and I'm not going to pretend like I do. And the things I do really care about, I really care about. So that's interesting. And like if she's not feeling it, she's not feeling it. And I was watching videos of her from like a baby and still the same personality.
Go.
2
Yeah.
truths and a lie. Okay. My first album was Pink. I went skinny dipping in a pool. And I don't know, this is hard. Okay. My first album was Pink. I went skinny dipping in a pool. And I wanted a pet snake.
Snake.
No, I was skinny dipping in the pool so
You did it?
much.
That seems very you.
No.
Yeah, you like the pool. You've never been naked in
I've
it?
never went skinny dipping in a pool.
That's crazy.
I would.
Is that
It's
on
too
the bucket
late now.
list?
I would just
It's
skinny
too
dipping
late.
in an ocean or like or
Okay.
something like that, but the pool, no, not anymore. Is it nasty that I go swimming inside of lakes?
Yeah, you gotta take a bath. I mean, the pool dirty.
So here's the thing, I was thinking about it the other day. I feel like, yeah, the pool's dirty, but at least there's chemicals in there to try to kill it. We're in a lake, a still body of water. People out there drinking, peeing in the lake, dying in the lake. I've heard people say they took a poop in the lake. You just because it's water.
That is kind of
That
bad.
is
It's
so
like a
bad.
sewer.
It is.
So, have you ever been in Lake Lanier?
Yeah, see, I understand why people would be scared of Lake Lanier, but I've never been scared. Like, I've swam in it, like, I've gone deep in the lake.
You are my soul sister. You are the only
I'm not scared.
other black person that would be like, no, it's fine.
Because if, like, okay, so they're saying that it's a drowned black town, right?
Yeah.
They wouldn't attack me.
No, but I feel.
You know what I'm saying?
Niggas
They're gonna
be
be
dying,
looking out. Well, No, here's the thing. Probably don't go drinking on a lake if
when
you can't swim.
But don't be like unprotected. Just don't.
Yeah, just don't
be dumb about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like let's be smart. Now I know that there have been some freak accidents and things that can't be explained, but I think once we get down to the nitty gritty, we could probably.
Cause it's happening way too often. Like I don't think they really down there snatching it. That's what they say they're doing.
They said I felt a pull on my leg.
But yeah, I was cool. I've been in there. I went water skiing in it, tubing in it, swimming in it. Yeah, I'm fine.
I went on Lake Allatoona most recently. I would probably go back there before I go back to Lake Lanier though.
I haven't been to Lake Lanier since my job paid for it, like 2018.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been at Lake Lanier, but I mean, I always had a good time. We used to get cabins out there.
Yeah.
I went to the water park. We swam inside of the lake, like all of that.
That's where I rode that horse at.
Oh, nice.
Lake Lanier. That was cute.
That is cute.
It was the biggest horse. That's terrible because nobody told me nothing.
That'd be the thing. I'd be so y'all just let me go through these stages. Don't be saying nothing. You say something kind of. You be like, so hint, cough, cough, wink, wink. You know, I'm coming from a place of love.
Get your big ass up.
What's your fat ass eating?
I just don't want to hear it later. Like, oh, I'm so bad. Like, nah, your ass wasn't bad when you was taking these shots.
At all.
Cheers.
So cheers.
To not giving up.
At all.
Honestly, it'll be fine. Another problem, because I'm always like, fuck it.
Okay, this is the first time we're maybe. But I share in this maybe. Because there has to be a point where you're like, no, let's not fuck it. Like, let's actually consider. But I also feel like the things I'm like fucking with, like, really is not that bad. Like,
it's not gonna kill nobody.
It's not gonna kill nobody. Am I gonna regret some part of it? Not really. I just gonna, you know what I mean? But for the most part.
Because it's better to just go ahead and knock it out,
Yeah.
like, instead of being like, I wonder.
No, yeah. But some things, I feel like you know when it's time to, like, this is the hard no.
Yeah.
Like, this is the, oh, you don't know where that hard no is?
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, there's been certain situations where I'm like, absolutely not. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so, you know, I think that that's our moral compass. Oh, speaking of Tabitha Brown, way back ago, she did an interview with No For Sure podcast.
Okay.
And they were talking, or I believe the question was something like, how do you know when it is the voice of God moving you versus like you talking to yourself inside of your head? And Tabitha Brown is basically like, God's gonna come to you in a voice that is familiar. So for her, it was like a soft voice because it is her mom. For some people, it feels like thunder. For some people, it isn't an actual voice. It's just more of like a presence. So I wanted to know, like, have you established what God's voice sounds like inside of your head?
I think the thoughts, when it switches for me to do the right thing, I think that's God, like, kicking in gear. But as far as the actual voice of a person speaking words, no, never heard that. I think it's just my conscience. Whenever I know, like, you know when to just stop. Like, you know when I'm thinking about, like, okay, what's my next move? And I know for sure it's negative. Yeah. And then it immediately switches to, like, bitch, relax. Yeah. That's God. God's like, hey,
chill out, cool out.
And I'd be like, man, but yeah, sometimes I don't hear nothing, so I think God be like, no, they're playing with you. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. I understand you get played with, but then most of the time it switches on for me to calm down. Like, for as the rep that I get, like, I really don't act the way I be thinking about acting. I really just be taking it to the chin a lot of times.
And sometimes you're warranted in how you want to most times you are warranted.
Yeah, because you don't. I may take it too far. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I told you I'm the type to take it too far. So it's like.
And we're here because you did what you did first. Like, I'm never gonna be like the first one to do.
Yeah, I'm not gonna initiate it at all. I mean, if there was times that I initiated, I stood on that. Like, yeah.
But hey,
But hey, because I said fuck it,
Yeah.
and I did what I wanted to do. So that's why I'm like, it's okay to say fuck it. I don't want nobody to take it personal. If I said fuck it to something I want to do and it didn't hurt you, my intentions were never to hurt you. I was just worried about myself.
In the moment, and it's that selfish. Yeah, but it's fine. Everybody's selfish in some way, shape, or form.
And you're the main player. Like you get like I really was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, this is like not real.
This is just
This whole experience is not real. We're characters in a game right now. Because I was thinking about the universe and the universe being endless and it going on infinitely.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me there's not 9, 10, 11, 12 different Earths and worlds and me
We're
going on.
Yeah.
So I feel like I am somewhere else as well and I'm just playing this game and I just gotta get this character right because this is so. Yeah, so at the end of the day, you're the main player and you gotta build your character.
Preach.
Hey man, I didn't even mean to go there, but yeah,
we're creative.
Yeah. We're building our character and we get our lives, we get our health, we get our everything. We gotta go get our money.
Yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do to like progress and like
the game of life.
The same thing in the game, like no matter what game you're playing, you build your shit up from nothing.
Yeah.
And then you see how far you can go until you just stop playing the game. Hey, so I don't think none of this is real, so just do what you want with your character. Like, you know, when you play fucking Grand Theft Auto,
you wild out.
You go do everything that it has to offer.
Yeah.
So this was put here for you to enjoy it. Enjoy it. Just don't intentionally hurt nobody, but definitely enjoy your character while you're still alive.
Yeah. I think that when you do have...
Is there a pause in here?
Yeah. I think that when you do have I would say not an over-aggressive, but a very strong moral compass, it does kind of prevent you from taking certain paths because you feel like this guilt. And I think that there's a certain freedom that comes from like, there is no guilt, I'm just doing the best that I can. I'm not trying to be intentionally negative or hurtful or whatever, I'm just figuring it out, you know what I'm saying? And I think that I'm trying to find the balance of that.
Yeah. Because you're just so nice and you're so selfless, like you don't know how to be selfish and you feel like anything that you do that you wouldn't want somebody else to do, you're not going to do, which is very commendable. Don't do it to others as you want them to do to you. So you don't want that done to you. But then at the same time, I understand, no, I don't want it done to me, but I understand I want to do it. So I'm going to think about that. If I find out you did it too, I'm going to be like, okay, did we get it out of our system or is this who we are? If this is who we are, we need to come together and agree like that we can coexist or we can't.
Right.
And that's okay. Like if you don't want, like they always be like, you hate when I pull a you on you? Yeah, I actually do. Don't do nothing. Don't treat me like that's not you. Like, why are you acting like me right now?
You're acting out of character.
Yeah, this is who I am. Right. You're trying to be me. That's weird. Don't do that. Do what you would do. And I understand if I'm that person in your life that you be like, okay, hey, like, I gotta cut you off.
Right.
I'm okay with you cutting me off if I'm like, go live your life and have the best life you can live. But I'm going to be who I am. I want you to be who you are. And understand, too, when I can't deal with who you are, there's nothing wrong with you.
Right. We just can't coexist.
I don't like it, so I'm going to go. So, yeah.
That makes sense. That makes all the sense.
I support everybody doing what's best for them at all times. That's why I can't be with nobody, because you can't be doing that shit that I'm doing. So let's just not.
But what if they're like, what if they're the opposites, like, or just your twin flame or whatever? Would you rather be with a twin flame or a soulmate?
Soulmate.
Okay.
Soulmate. Your twin flame mirrors you. And there's always conflict. Yeah. Like y'all love each other because y'all understand each other, but then you hate each other because they bring out the parts of you that you don't like. And I don't want to, I'm dealing with it in my head already. Why do I want to deal with it in human form?
This is a tangible.
Yeah, like let's like not. So I would definitely much rather be with my soulmate, like somebody that thinks like me and is like compliments me in every way, and we just That's so much better than, oh, this is so strong and passionate, but I really slick don't like you. I don't want that. That is, no. That's very good sex. A twin flame is going to give you the best sex you've ever had because they know exactly what you want. But I'm cool with regular sex and happy the rest of the time.
I don't know, sex should never be regular, but it's fine. It's fine.
Sometimes you just gotta get in and get out. Like,
That's the what?
sex is kind of like cleaning. Like,
No, oh my God, no, it's
you
not.
feel good when you do it and you enjoy it, but
it's a task.
it is.
This is a chore.
If you're
but I know I
doing
have to
sex
do it.
right, it is a task. Just
No,
like
it's
if
a
you really
task, but it's something
clean.
I want to do, such as if I want to go swimming, right? It's a task because you do have to use muscles. You have to go in there, but I genuinely want to do it.
Swimming
so
is a
even if it's
sport.
a task, so is sex. If you think about it,
Sex can be sporty for sure.
I'm just saying a lot of calories are burned, or it
Yeah,
can.
it is. Sex is definitely
Yeah.
a workout.
So it should be passionate every time. I never want to get to a point where it's just like sex is a chore. It's something that we just have to do because this is what we're supposed to do. It should be.
How can you have passionate sex every time? You never have quick sex?
What's quick?
Quick is in and out like somebody's coming.
Okay, what minutes wise does it look like for you?
Maybe 3.5.
Never in my life. 3? Like actual sex?
Yeah.
No. A quickie is like 15. It has to be passionate. I have to be into it.
15
It has to be,
minutes
like ready to rip each
It's
other
drunk
apart.
sex. That's like the longest.
Drunk sex is like hours of like, okay, pause. Catch
That's
your breath, get some water.
that's what is it? Ecstasy sex.
Nah, not even on that.
15 minutes is max. If you're going over 15 minutes, I'm like, is it? Do you not like it?
You're thinking, no.
I get upset. Why are you?
Taking breaks.
Why are you still lasting? No. Go to sleep.
That's wild.
It's a task.
Mm-mm. Well,
It's a task. Yeah, I'm not like hypersexual though,
Me neither.
which is hard for people to understand.
At what point do you feel like you didn't feel hypersexual anymore?
Never.
You've never been hypersexual.
I've never been one to like really need sex. Like you can feel like oh I need some dick.
Yeah.
But I've never like some people like no they gotta stop what they're doing right now and have sex. Like it's not like a blunt for me.
Gotcha.
It's not a shot. It's a task.
And I guess we can do it.
Yeah, if that's what you want to do.
I mean, we can.
But we're gonna have a good time. I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna make it memorable, enjoyable, all of that. But that's why it's a task. Cause I just told you I'm lazy. Like I don't want to do nothing. What do you want to do? Nothing. I mean that in every way. I'm trying to lay down and snack and go to sleep. I don't want to do is scroll. I don't want to do nothing. So yeah.
I think that the older you get, that's why I was asking, was it a shift? Like, did you ever feel hypersexual?
No, I've been lazy my whole life. I've never like, I'll have sex. I'll go on like these benders and just, where I'd be like, maybe like right after I gave birth,
Mhm.
I had a lot of sex. Like,
Lots of it.
it was nonstop. It was like 3-4 times a day. That's when I first learned I could squirt.
Oh,
It
wow.
went crazy, dumb. For like,
Those are fun times.
yeah. So it was like 6-7 months. We used to like sneak in the living room and just lay it pallet out because we got tired of messing up the bed. And it was just amazing. But then I stopped. So like every now and then I'll be like, oh, go. But for the most part of my life,
You're like a camel.
what is it?
So like, they'll go and collect like a bunch of water.
And just hold it, yeah.
Just hold it in and be able to last through a desert.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, that's
You have a lifetime worth of sex in 20 days.
I'm good. Yeah, that makes sense. I think there was a shift for me, and it probably was an age thing where like intimacy didn't include sex, or it didn't equate sex necessarily.
Yeah.
So then like you find other things to be just as enjoyable and gives you the same feeling as sex, but not actually having the intercourse or whatever.
I want to be sexy.
Me too, but it's not, that just wasn't dealt for me. That's not the hand that I
wish
had.
I could be like seductive. I know I'm
Yeah.
gonna laugh. Like I'm too
so
goofy.
silly, so goofy. Yeah, everything's a joke. Ha ha hee hee.
I'm a fall.
Yep.
Like something dumb gonna happen.
When I took our picture for the thumbnail for last week, I titled it inside of my MacBook a hee hee hill.
That's what it was.
A hee hee hill. What y'all fucking?
She was like, no, but where y'all finna go? What y'all about to do?
What y'all about to do?
No, that was so funny. I was, my foot went to sleep.
Oh, that's the worst feeling.
It happens so much. Do you be able to? Oh, whatever.
Yep. One time, and it's so embarrassing, and they get so bad sometimes. You're having to hold on to in the bathroom until you should get circulation. It's so embarrassing, like, yo, and you're in the most compromised position, panties around.
You try to get up,
their ass, like. And I just want to walk in on you like that. That's so terrible.
Oh my god! I wonder would it like shock it though, right into place?
I tried to like on purpose go like this.
Don't do nothing.
It
Just
feels
a leg,
really
foot, like
You just gotta keep moving until it works up.
Oh my god, that is so funny. I don't know where I was going. We only took 2 shots.
Okay, so this is gonna be our closing shot. No, you said it because you felt it.
Okay.
That's what I feel like I'm acknowledging this year as well. This is my come to Jesus.
Okay.
I can no longer assume anything with anybody.
Okay.
I feel like if you feel it, you'll say it. Or if you want to do something, you'll act on it.
Okay.
And sometimes I think I deal with people on a potential level, or like I've seen you act this way before, so you know what I'm saying? Like I just give too many people credit for the type of person I've created that they are inside of my mind. I can only go based off of what you're showing me. So you saying something about the alcohol clearly means you want me to take another shot is basically what I'm saying.
So I was having that thought that I was thinking about that earlier. What was I thinking? I don't know what I was thinking, but it was on the same lines as that. But it's like how you. Oh, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking. Okay, so you know how you don't know how, but there's religion, there's spirituality, and
Yeah.
And I had a whole conversation. It was like several people talking, and they were like, "Do you believe in religion?" And then somebody was like, "Who cares if you believe in it? That doesn't mean it's not real."
Right.
And I was like, yeah, outside of that conversation, I was like, yeah, because people wouldn't believe, people would do some certain shit, but they did it.
We do it.
So no matter what you believe,
Right.
it's still real.
It's still an actuality.
Yeah, so maybe you're right to assume, or maybe you're wrong.
Yeah, I'm not assuming anything anymore. Like whatever I see. Seeing is believing, but even only half of that I can actually believe. You know what I'm saying?
Believe what?
It's
None of what you hear,
half of what you say, or something like that.
See, yeah.
So
The tattoo says, even the truth changes colors in different light.
doesn't it though? Depending on so many things.
Do you know where that quote came from? Of course you wouldn't. Eve's Bayou.
I saw East Bayou as like probably too young for what I should
You
have
haven't seen it as an adult?
I haven't seen it as an adult. There's a lot of movies I want to go back and see it as
I would put that like top 10 for sure for me. But Eve's Bayou, so do you remember the gist of it or not?
Yeah, I do.
Megan Good kind of like had a crush on her dad. Her dad was already a whore. He was a doctor and he was a whore. And all this stuff was going on and blah, blah, blah. So in the movie, one of the scenes is why Journey Bell, I call her Journey Bell. How do you pronounce her last name? Somalit?
Somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Journey Bell.
Yeah.
Journey Bell was the little sister, and she put she went to the voodoo lady to kill her dad because her sister Megan Good told her that her dad like tried to kiss her.
Yeah, it was on her daddy.
Yeah, and they was fighting. But when he writes his letter out to his sister, he writes that Megan came on to him and she was being weird and he had to send her to a room. And so at the end, once the dad is dead, Journey goes to Megan and she's like, what happened? Like, tell me what happened. And Megan was like, I don't know.
I think that's so interesting because that's like that incest stuff happens a lot and we just don't talk about it. But what triggers inside of someone's mind is like, even though this is my child, even though this is my dad, like I just have this attraction towards them. Like that shit is weird.
But put yourself in that time where like you're not around a whole lot of other people and you don't know no better, and it's like you just see your mom loving your dad, so you think you're supposed to love it, and then you see your dad got all these hoes too. Not saying that none of this is okay, but just you're in that you're in that time frame or whatever. But after she said like I don't know what happened, like that was part of the quote, and it was like even the truth changes color. Yeah.
You're so deep.
Am I deep, or do I just have a lot going on?
Oh.
Like we had a whole conversation, but
it was like somebody said, and I was like, no.
It wasn't me, bro. It wasn't me. It wasn't my thoughts. They was really like going. Like I'm driving, and this conversation is just going. And I'm like, it don't matter what you believe. That shit be real. Like you don't believe a lot of stuff, but it's still true.
Yeah. Wow. Well. It was a pleasure.
Thanks for letting me freeload per usual. And why don't you ever give me the alien one?
This is my favorite one. This is me learning to be selfish.
With me?
With just everyone. No
one
gets to use it.
Like, share, subscribe. Watch the other episodes. Drink responsibly. Love each other. And see you next week.
Read a book. Did you ever see that? Never mind.
No. Did I see what?
We remember, like, we were like in middle school, high school, and BET had an actual music video. It was like, read a book. And it was like a girl twerking with like, read a book.
No, ma'am, but we need to find it. And I'm going to post it on my IG.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Good night.